Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Run with Julia. I'm in Da Vinci Hotel in Eastbourne and I am about to be picked up by Matt Shaw, who's an awesome PT, personal trainer, strength coach, mountain leader, all manner of things, because he doesn't live far from here and he's taking me to his studio to do a workout. I haven't specified anything and neither has he. I just booked him. So we're about to enter the studio. I was picked up, my chariot arrived 2 minutes early.
Oh yes,
So
I make a good taxi driver.
So here's Matt.
Hello.
This is Matt Shaw and he is the amazing PT strength coach. How would you describe yourself?
Strength coach, mentor, problem solver.
That's Matt. And we're about to enter his studio. It's quite cold out here. I'm quite glad I'm in a gym this morning.
Yes, shall we go in?
Let's go in.
Over the obstacle course, Julia.
You have to climb over something to get into his
You have to do a chin up to get access. Maybe after you're warmed
I'm
up.
holding a shot block ready for ready for action. There we are. We're in the studio. I've been here for years. Because I used to come and train in here. How many years, Matt?
It's been a long time. I think it's about 4 years. 4 years. It was when you did the 28 by 10.
I did 10 squats with 28 kilos.
Goblet squat.
10 times.
10 times for time.
Oh my goodness! Perhaps I want to train to do that again.
It was like that was the last time you did CrossFit, Julia, wasn't it?
Should we train for that again, Matt? I'd like to train for that.
If you'd like to.
We've got a whiteboard. What are we going to write on the whiteboard?
Well, we've got everything on here. We've got some of my clients' work. We've got a motivational quote.
Oh, pray not for an easy life, but for the strength to endure a difficult life. That.
Protein synthesis, and we've got a bit of old boys league going on. Anyway.
Excuse me, I'm not sure about that quote.
Oh, we can amend it, Julie. It's been up there a long time. We can change it.
It's an amendment.
We can change.
I think we can change that today. Right, let us begin.
Right, we're going to start on the assault bike. No, we're not.
We've changed the quote. Matt, please now, when you read out the new quote.
The purpose of life is to be happy, by the Dalai Lama.
New quote.
Yes.
And now I said to Matt, no, you said what do I want?
Mm-hmm.
And I said I want to be stronger. I'm getting bits of flashes of sciatica quite a lot at the moment, which indicates to me I need more strength. And what would you say I need?
Probably more strength and a little bit of opening out the back of the hip and the lower back.
Perfect. So what session are we doing?
We're going to
I've just handed myself over.
We're going to start with elevated pigeon on the bench. Then we're going to do like a step back crossover type movement to open out the back of the hip. Get your back moving a little bit.
Do you want to do that? Tell us the whole session, or shall we do?
No, because I've not decided on the rest yet. I'll decide in the moment.
So is that's the beginning of the session?
That's the start.
That's the start.
So we're just doing a elevated bench pigeon stretch, but
hard.
Loaded stretch because we're doing some reps in the bottom position just to really open and strengthen the glute.
I like this. Gosh, this is brilliant, Matt. I didn't even know this is an exercise.
Well, it's kind of knees over toes, stable.
Oh, it's really good. It's hard work, everybody. I like pigeon stretch, but I normally just stretch. I don't have to do anything.
One more rep. So here we go. Set number 2. Second side. So just into position.
I've forgotten how to do it.
That's it.
And then oh Lord, whatever do I do? I go like that.
That's it. So we're using the inclined bench here just because we can set the angle of the bench depending on your level of flexibility. So if you're less flexible, have the bench more steep.
I'm obviously super flexible. Super flexible. This side, easier. You see.
Easier. Yeah.
So therefore, little sister leg.
Yeah.
Needs more work. I hope you're counting, Matt.
That's 10. Okay, so this time, Julia, we're just going to drop the chest towards the knee, long spine, good, and then come back up and we'll do 10 reps, or 10 to 15. Yeah, that's good.
I feel like I'm Rose on the Titanic.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. You have to imagine you're Rose and then you don't feel any pain.
I'm not going to sing the song, Julia.
I can't remember the song.
Is it near, far, wherever you are or something? Near, far.
That's it. That's it. I can't remember it enough to sing it either, though.
Let's do 2 more. Work that range a little bit more if you can. Long spine. Good. Okay, we're off.
Near, far, wherever you are. I can't remember the song. We need to have the music playing.
Yeah.
I have to. There'll be a point in this session where Matt's going to need to point out. This is quite achy. The purpose of our life is to be happy. I'm really glad we changed that quote. Luckily, the other one has been erased from my mind. I can't even remember what it was. We'll have to rewind the video.
Okay, a couple more. Nice long reach through the spine.
This is to open up the hip, is that right?
Open up the back of the hip, yeah.
Back of the hip. And again, because I said to Matt, I'm getting quite a bit of sciatica, all these are really opening up, aren't they?
Yeah. Opening up and strengthening.
Look at him, hopefully for guidance of what I'm doing.
Right, so we're on a box.
And how many?
We'll go for 10 on each side and we're just stepping back and across. And we're just trying to control that range.
I like this.
Good, Julia. That's
I
it.
feel balletic.
Yeah. You're looking balletic.
Oh, do you know what I was told yesterday in the gym?
What was that?
I was told by a nice man on the stepper next to me, because I did some steps yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a bit of cross training. And as I was getting off, he was getting on, and then he came over and conspiratorially said to me,
That's swap sides, Julia. That was 11 that time.
he said, "You've got the best legs in the gym."
Oh, there you go.
I'm not sure in today's culture whether he's allowed to say that, but I appreciated it very much.
I mean, it's a brave comment, isn't it? He's risking, he's risking not knowing the kind of woman you might be and how you might think of such an approach.
I thanked him very much. I said, thank you, I said.
Okay, last one, Julia.
It definitely was my generation and older.
Yeah.
He was probably a bit older, actually.
And
so,
rest. Well done, Julia. Good set.
Is that it?
That's it.
So, Matt, what do we do?
So we're working now on Julia's ability of her hips to shift laterally.
Oh, Lord.
Is what we're trying to do.
Is it doing it?
You are, yeah. You can see it on the hip. You can see that shifting nicely.
Oh.
And it's also good for improving your disco game. So it's very functional, this, Julie. It's got multiple uses.
Well, you never know. I could start dancing at any moment.
That's right.
Any moment.
Okay, last one, swap sides. Good.
These are brilliant exercises. So anybody with any kind of slightly sciatica-y things or stuff going on.
That's it. Just trying to really get the hips to shift rather than the knee on the block to bend.
Oh, I was bending my knee.
Yeah, that's it. There we go, that's it.
I wondered why this one was easier.
Yeah.
I was thinking this is much easier. But what she's doing is just bending her knee. It's good, isn't it?
So we're just trying to get the hips to shift.
Are they shifting?
Yeah, that's good. Really? Yeah. Oh, there's nothing wrong with your hips, Julia. They're absolutely fine.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Good. Okay, so we're doing an exercise now to continue the theme of getting the hips to rotate a bit this time.
It doesn't look much like an exercise.
No. Julie's having a much needed rest.
So I put my tailbone up.
Tailbone slightly up, then we're trying to get the knees to do like a scissor type action, slightly up and slightly down.
I'm doing it. Does it notice?
Yeah, that's it.
Is it good?
Well,
is it good watching?
We'll let the viewers decide, Julia. Right, carry on. So we're just trying to get the hips to shift.
It might look like I'm just lying here.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm actually working very hard.
Now, if you can, on the left side, really pull down into the hip, pull down through the heel. That's it. That's better. That's instant improvement.
It's like running.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why we do
the
it.
whole point. He's good at his job. He knows what he's doing.
I've been doing this a couple of years, Julia.
I just suddenly looked up and it looked like my legs were running.
That's good.
And the ball matches my blue stripe.
It does.
So all in all, this is a very good planned session.
Not bad for on the fly, Julia.
I think I taught you that, didn't I?
You did teach me that, actually. It's a much better way of doing things.
Taught Matt to... Yeah, well, how would you describe it? On the fly?
I literally coach people on the fly these days. Obviously, I know what each of my clients are working towards, but I just work with them where they're at on a given day. And we work on the skills that are necessary and kind of what's going on for them and so on, and that's where I coach from.
And this is how I'm being coached. Turning up, Matt said, "What do you want?" I said, "Well, I'm having a bit of sciatica and I want to get stronger."
Yeah.
And definitely it's happening as I lie here.
Yeah.
I can feel it. When are we going to stop?
We're going to stop now, Julia. Well done.
Phew.
Good.
So what am I doing?
We're doing a lateral squat hip opener. So again, still on the theme of opening the back of the hip, but now we've got a little bit more strength coming into the adductors, the inner thighs, to stabilise the hip.
I like this feeling, particularly as my left adductor is stiffer than my right.
Yeah.
So it feels lovely. I tell you, these exercises are amazing. And I've had a few of my people, you who are watching, have asked about hips and sciatica. So these are amazing. I like this one.
Very good.
Lovely. What am I doing with my hands? Just holding them?
We're just reaching forward to lengthen the spine, and that's gonna, while you're reaching forward, that's gonna allow you to open the back of the hip more as we hinge back.
So as I reach, this is amazing.
But what we're doing is we're lengthening the muscles on the back of the hip and on the inner thigh, but also strengthening it at range as well.
I love it.
So lengthening and strengthening at the same time.
Lengthening and strengthening.
Yeah.
I can feel that, and this left one's giving.
Yeah.
It's starting
good, Julia. Good.
Let go as we do it.
That's it. Really push into the hip.
Oh, I love it.
Right back. Good. Let's do one more each side.
It's actually a beautiful morning out there. We came out and I said to Matt, "Wow, look at that morning." And he said, "Do you wish you were going running?" I don't wish I was going running. I'm happy here. And look, the purpose of our life is to be happy.
It is.
Dalai Lama.
Look at Julia's face. She's definitely happy right now. So we're doing a staggered hip hinge glute activation with just a little bit of load. Building a little bit of unilateral leg strength, but really trying to open and strengthen the glute. So Julia's job here is to try and imagine squashing an orange under a forefoot to turn the glute on, and minimal knee bend, so the knee angle doesn't really change. It's all about the hip.
My job's to stay standing.
Yeah.
I can really feel that in the bottom.
Yeah.
Glute is the official word.
That's it.
It's really good.
2 more, Julia.
Very good. How many more did you say, sorry? 2.
Last one.
Oh, last one. Oh.
That'll do.
One more. This is very nice.
So we're working Julia's abs, or she will be any second now.
This feels very nice. So I'm just crunching up.
We're just doing some regular old school Swiss ball.
Anyway.
Well, if you have them either side of your head, then you're going to have a little bit more load backwards, so that's going to challenge your abs a bit more. But if you're a beginner, you could have your arms forward to make it a little bit easier.
Oh, I'm challenged.
Good,
Am I doing
Julia.
it right?
Yeah. Exhale as you come up, and the secret with this exercise is not to sit too far up and therefore lose engagement of the abs.
I'm certainly not losing any engagement.
No, that's good,
I
Julia.
feel very engaged.
Go a little bit further back, so let's get a little bit more extension in the spine, and then crunch and breathe out. Nice. And we're just trying to get a nice bit of a burn in the ab feeling.
Too many of these.
How many more do you reckon you've got? 5 more?
Yep, 5 in there.
1.
I've just got to keep remembering the purpose of our life is to be happy.
That's right. Last one.
Oh, it also is very wobbly, man.
Don't worry, it's all good. Okay, we're just doing 1 chin up, just to get the central nervous system elevated to the task in hand. You feeling elevated to the task in hand, Julia?
Elevated, and what?
Then we're going to rest for a moment. Then we're going to do another single. Let's do another one.
This feels very wobbly.
Don't worry. Trust the pull-up, mate. It's absolutely fine. It's never broken yet. Nice, Julia. Good. And then we'll take a little bit longer rest, and then we'll see what you've got for a top set for today.
So that's why my system's elevated.
The system's elevated.
It primes it then?
It primes it.
Is that now ready?
So we'll see how many reps Julia's got. She's thinking 5. I'm thinking 6. Ready, Julia?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Here we go. But nothing to put my feet on at the bottom.
That's
so
all right. No.
I can't even cheat.
These are strict. Good. 1, 2. Oh, yes. Reps for days, Julia. 3, 4. Definitely 2 more. 5. Up we go. Oh, 6. Come on. 7. Go on. Great work, Julia. 8. You might as well get 10. You come this far. Oh, that was too much. The comment ruined it. I should have kept my mouth shut.
8.
Very good,
8
Julia. Very good.
Tom and I like 8.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Power and abundance in numerology. 8's a good number.
That is a good one.
Well, it's more than 5.
It is. We're now just into the reps for the gram.
We're now just into remembering, that the purpose of our life is to be happy. I'm so glad I changed that quote.
Yeah.
I think if I did nothing else today but change the quote.
It's going to completely change the energy of the place.
Thank you, Matt.
My pleasure.
I love that.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
It's been really good fun. I'm not going to try and run. It's 2k, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I looked up. I thought, how far is it? Because I've got a schedule. Because I've got to get working by 9:15, and I actually looked up the distance to see, plan my timing. But I'm running back, and thank you.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye. Lovely blue sky. I'm back. Just going to go and get supplies for the day. Bits of food and water and what have you for my clients. And that was an amazing session. I loved it. Thank you, as always, for running with Julia. Well, not quite much running today, but being in the gym. And any questions, comments, please put them below. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And Bernardo's not here. He usually is behind the camera going. So if you like the video, please press the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for running with Julia.